How's everybody doing today? My name is Crypto Corey, and you are watching my channel because you love all things crypto, just like I do. I want to thank you for joining me today. As I always say, nothing I say is financial advice. Do your own research, and without further ado, today we're looking at the Bitcoin chart. So this is the 4-hour chart. What you can see is this has been our bull run as of late. So it started last July, and we are now going into the October season. You can see we got a huge pump. What I want to kind of just show you right now is you are not late. If you are into crypto and you're looking at gains like this, you're wondering, should I get involved in crypto? The answer is yes. Now, should you necessarily buy into Bitcoin right now? I'm not so sure at this point that you should be putting your money into Bitcoin at this current moment, especially if you're new. But if you are brand new, I would suggest you probably wait till next year. At this point, just looking at it right now, the issue comes into is not so much we're probably going to about $100,000. But if you were to put in right now somewhere around the $50,000 mark, you might think you might be doubling your money. There's a potential chance you might end up losing all of your money. So what you need to do right now is get used to the market, see how our markets perform, and then after that, you can invest whenever the markets settle down and we can get into our bear market, into the bottom of the bear market. You'll get cheaper prices, you'll be able to actually invest more money and get more for your money. As of right now, learn about the cycle, learn about Bitcoin, and let's just go ahead and jump right into what we're actually seeing. So right here on the 4-hour, this is the last little cycle we just had up. So if you look, we've got a little trend forming right here. Let's get that started. Trend forming from here about there. So we've got our trend line right here. So when I'm looking at this chart, I've got the Bollinger Bands on. So as of right now, we've got a little squeeze point. What you can see is you've got these big bubbles that form during the pumps and during the dumps. What you'll see is the bubble has a larger void to the top side on a bear market, and then a larger bubble to the bottom side during a bull market or during a bull run. So as you can see right here, we've got a choke point forming, and that's going to push out a reaction. If you look at our trend line running up right here, it suggests that we are probably going to be heading up even further into what looks like the all-time highs. So I have a feeling this week, in the next day or two, we will be reaching an all-time high on Bitcoin. But we're not here just to look at charts, we're here to look at all things with Bitcoin. So I'm going to show you one of my mining rigs. I mine actual Bitcoin. I use NiceHash to do it, and it's just fun. It's a hobby. I'm not, making tons of money on it. As you can see right here, I'm getting 0.12344.0002304 Bitcoin per day. That's in a 24-hour cycle. So my miner runs all the time, and I'm not generating a lot of money, but I'll generate, about every few months, about $50-$60. So that's not bad. I'm not upset with that. It's a fun hobby. I do plan on moving forward with just keep on mining Bitcoin. I might get another graphics card so I can mine more Bitcoin. But as of right now, I'm not mining a ton. I don't plan on mining a lot. I think it's better to invest your money and to stake it. Next, the next Bitcoin crash will be shallower than 80%, says Pantera Capital CEO. So this is coming off of a thought. So typically what we have is you have a parabolic run-up, which is what we're seeing right now. So this right here, this is our parabolic run-up right now. So we have this, we had a little correction, and we're going up. So during the bull market, you have your big run-up. It goes super parabolic. And then somewhere around the $100,000 market range, I don't know how it's actually going to look, but it could be like, hold on, get out of that, let me draw. So as of right now, we can see a little correction, price discovery mode, and then boom, and then, something like that. So we could be seeing at the beginning, what it looks like here is at the end of this year, the beginning of next year, we'll be seeing $100,000 Bitcoin. So typically, for just using, for instance, when Bitcoin goes to $100,000, typically you have an 80 to 85% price correction or a bear market that happens after this parabolic run-up. You have a three-year, 10-month cycle on Bitcoin, basically a 4-year cycle, and then after what's called the halving, which is half the amount of Bitcoin to be produced will no longer be produced, and the amount that you can mine is now halved, and that's how much floods onto the market. So the more you do that, the less Bitcoin you can gain, the less Bitcoin goes into the market. The market becomes parabolic. You have a big parabolic run-up where people do their moves and gather their money, and then you have the bear market and it goes down. This all happens in a little over a year. So after that, you have an 80 to 85% drop from the high. So if Bitcoin goes to $100,000, it'll probably drop somewhere around the $20,000 range. What this is now saying is adoption. Essentially what's happening is adoption is happening, and the fall of Bitcoin will be less, maybe 50%. I'm assuming it's going to be about a 50% reduction. I think we'll be around $45,000 to $50,000 at the bottom of the bear market before our next ascend to probably 250 by 2023. This is all just getting off of stock to flow. Again, I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say is financial advice. Do your own research. This is coming from Plan B mostly in his stock to flow model, and is also coming with previous trends I've seen from past cycles. Moving forward, we actually can see, let's see what's next. Is that all I got? Yeah, I think that's all I got. But yeah, I do think that Bitcoin is going to $100,000, and I think it is going back down. And if you're wondering what should I do, what I'm gonna do, this is not what you should necessarily. You should do what fits you and your portfolio. But what I'm gonna do, what works for my portfolio is here. Let me just bring that back up so I can actually do my rant. So what I'm gonna do, what is good for my portfolio, is I'm going to invest my money in these coins, which I've already done. I'm going to ride them up, and then I'm going to sell them at what I believe is the top of the market, somewhere right around $100,000 for just Bitcoin. I'm going to buy stablecoin USDC, and I'm going to stake it for the remainder of the year until the bottom of the cycle and the bottom of the bull run, or the bottom of the bear market. Once the bottom of the bear market, or around the bottom of the bear market hits, I will then begin to DCA, which is called dollar cost averaging. I'm going to DCA back into mostly Bitcoin, probably about 50% Bitcoin, and then with my other investments that I'll be doing the same thing I am with Bitcoin, I'll be investing into some of those things. I'll probably be investing back into Solana, I'll be investing back into Cardano, and there might be a bear market investment that I think will perform well during the bear market, but it's got to perform better than 12% or 10%, because on my mycrypto.com I can actually stake my stable coins up to 10% for a 3-month time frame. So if I stake it for 6 months or 9 months, I get that 10%, and then I can then invest it. So if your investment during the bear market is not making over 10%, then you might want to look into stable coins. That's all I've got. I want to thank you all for joining me tonight. My name is Crypto Corey, and nothing I say is financial advice, but I will see you on the next one. Have a good day.